If I died tomorrow, would this matter? The decluttering question that changed everything. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today I'm talking about decluttering. I've done a few decluttering videos in the past, and decluttering always seems like a chore. It's just something you need to do, but not anymore. Now decluttering is something I look forward to because of that question I've been asking myself. And that is, when I'm gone, is this going to matter? And the answer is no. Every time I feel like, oh, great, I've decluttered, I'm done. Well, you're never done. And now I want to do it more than ever. I've been asking myself several questions, and it has really helped me to purge and declutter and get rid of a lot of things. One of the questions is, does this stuff I have all over my house, does it reflect the life I've lived? I don't think so. Another question is, do I want to leave someone I love dearly to deal with all my stuff? Even though I've decluttered a lot, I still have so much. Does anybody want my old jewelry, even if it was good jewelry? If it's, say, a stone that's really big, they're not in style anymore. The kids don't want that kind of stuff. It only has meaning and value to us. It doesn't mean anything to anyone else. I want to leave a legacy when I'm gone. And I want to leave a legacy of peace, not possessions. And I feel like my loved ones will appreciate that more than anything. We spend a lifetime collecting things and then holding on to things. And then in the end, it means nothing to no one, including us. And someone has to get rid of it. Now that I've been pondering that question, if I died tomorrow, would this matter no matter what this is? It has made it so much easier for me to declutter. I have hung on to manuals for equipment for wash machines and dryers and fryers and all that stuff. I don't need those. Nobody needs those. If you need to find out how to work something or what may be the problem with something, you go online. All the manuals are online. We don't have to keep the actual papers for it. And then you have just boxes of papers that you don't need anymore. If it's something really important, it can be scanned into your computer. Why we hang on to so many papers is beyond me, but I've done it myself. We have old skincare, old makeup that we don't use, but yet it's still in our cupboards because we might need it someday. The truth is, we're not going to use it. That someday just isn't going to come. There are so many things in our lives that may have held meaning for many years, but if it no longer holds meaning and really has no place in your life, what is the point? When I really think about it, the stuff that we keep stuffed in drawers and boxes and closets and basements that we claim just holds so many memories for us, or it's valuable and we can't get rid of it. If it really was valuable, if it really was precious to you, it wouldn't be in a box in the attic or stuffed in a drawer somewhere. Letting go of things doesn't mean we're erasing memories. The memories will live on inside of us. It just means that we're making space, space for the life we live today, space for the people that we love and are in our lives. All I can tell you is that decluttering has become much more important to me now that I've taken that approach. And it's become something I'm enjoying doing. Now, that may sound weird. I mean, who loves to declutter? It's a big job, but it makes me feel good inside. It makes me feel unburdened. It makes me really realize we can all talk about, oh, here today, gone tomorrow, or, things like that. But the real truth is, any one of us could be gone tomorrow. It doesn't have to do with your age or illness. It could be accidents. It could be just a freak thing that happens. I think I'm very healthy sitting here today, but tomorrow everything could change for me. And then I'm going to be too weak, too tired, too old, too sick to do anything about it. The more time goes by, the older I get, the more I realize it is so pointless to hang on to some of the things that we tend to hang on to. I just don't want it in my house. I don't want it around me. And more than anything, I don't want it cluttering up my mind. And I noticed it was doing that as well. When I put myself in that position and think about what if I woke up tomorrow and that was the end? Just, I don't know, I had a massive heart attack or something and I was gone. My kids would have to come in here, and Dave, who already lives here, but I mean, Dave and my kids and the grandkids would have to come in and go through all this stuff. That's not fair to them. And there may be some things that I don't want them to find. So it's time for me to do the job myself and to leave them with peace instead of possessions. So I would like to encourage you to ask yourself the same question. I know it kind of sounds a little morbid, but honestly, it's reality and we all have to face it. So ask yourself that question. If you died tomorrow, would this matter? Would that matter? Would anything matter? And I would just encourage you to maybe take it slow. Go through one drawer at a time, one room at a time. It's never going to end. Decluttering is an ongoing process. I think the most important thing is that when you realize that you have too much of something, when it hits you that, oh, I just need to do this, then that's the time you need to deal with it. I think I've shared this before, but for those of you who are new and to really drive my point home, my mother hung on to everything. She had every canceled check for years, years worth of stuff. She had every knickknack, decoration, jewelry, clothing, shoes, purses, everything. And she never purged any of it. And it was really a big job and very difficult for my brother and sister who lived up in Pennsylvania where my mother lived, for them to have to go in and go through all that stuff. Even though she had a small house, just a one-bedroom house, she had so much stuff in boxes in the basement and in the garage and throughout her house. And she had pictures and things of, some of her friends or people she went to high school with and things like that that would mean nothing to anybody else accept her. And I realize it's difficult. I do. I'm I'm not being insensitive to how people feel. But it's really important to take all that into consideration. So I'm asking you to ask yourself the question and let me know in the comments section how you feel about that question. Have you ever asked yourself that? Do you think it would help you to purge and declutter things that you're still hanging on to? If you want to hang on to your stuff, don't beat yourself up over it. You have every right to do it. I'm just speaking for myself that I do not want to put that on anyone. And I no longer want to put it on myself, in my mind and thinking, oh, I really need to go through several boxes or I really need to clean that one closet out. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want to have freedom and I want to feel the peace to just have a simple life. So remember, you're not just clearing clutter, you're making space for peace, for a peaceful life. And that, my friend, is a beautiful gift that you can give not only to yourself, but to others, to the people you love in your life. And now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip comes from Psalm 90:12. Teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom. This verse is a beautiful reminder that life is finite. And if we understand that, we're going to live wisely. We will make wise decisions. We will know what really matters in life and what doesn't. I feel that my kids don't need anything to remind them of me, nothing material. Now, those of you that know me know I wear my cowgirl boots. I love my cowgirl boots. I've been wearing cowgirl boots for years, but they don't need to have the boots to remember that. They have so many memories of me in my shorts in the summer with cowgirl boots on, going to dances and always dancing in my cowgirl boots. Those memories are implanted in their hearts. They don't need the actual pair of boots. Our time here is not endless, and that's nothing to fear. That's something to honor. When I look around my house and ask myself that question, when I'm gone, does this matter? I'm not being morbid. I'm being mindful. So when I do go someday, I don't want to leave behind a pile of possessions. I want to leave behind peace. I want to leave behind my character, my values, and the things that have really mattered to me in my life and to my family, to my children and grandchildren. I want them to have those things so solidified in their hearts that they will always live as decent, kind, and loving human beings. And they will know that that came from me, that I taught them that. I don't want to leave them possessions. I want to leave them the best part of me. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.